to The Nerdgasm. On this episode, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite graphic novels of all time, Spider-Man Reign.
Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radio.
Yeah. This is an incredible story. It's on one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Probably a story that a lot of you have never even heard about. I'm not going to do any kind of spoilers or anything on this episode. I don't want to ruin this story for anybody just because I love it so much. I just want to talk about it. And I want to talk about why you should be reading this right now. Woo! Nerd! So, anybody that knows me knows that Spider-Man is my all-time favorite superhero.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, buddy, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man. In the chill of night, at the scene of a crime, like a streak of...
Yeah, I fucking love Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man Reign, one of the best storylines out there. It's very dark, it's gritty, it's violent.
Holy shit!
This is a version of Peter Parker and Spider-Man that we've never seen before. Just so great. It's one of those things that it's a big risk, taking a character like Spider-Man and not only making a comic book that's nowhere near for families or kids.
Don't tell it me.
But it's really for the people that love Spider-Man. He's an aged Peter Parker. He's going through so much, and it's really taken its toll on him. And he doesn't want to be Spider-Man anymore, and he hasn't been.
I don't.
It's written and illustrated by Kari Andrews. He's actually a Canadian boy. Manitoba, what? Fun fact, I was born in Manitoba, so he's doing a lot better than me.
That's it! Back to Winnipeg!
It originally was released in December of 2006, and it completely sold out.
Sold out? Every copy.
It's originally 4 issues, marketed by Marvel as their answer to The Dark Knight Returns. Very awesome storyline with Batman. Marvel literally did the same thing. I want to give you guys a little bit of a background on what the story is about. It opens up, and we see Manhattan 30 years into the future. They've had a government-run police force called the Reign. They've been really, in a brutal way, keeping New York safe. There hasn't really been any supervillains. There's been no sighting of Spider-Man. Peter Parker is a widow in his late 60s, and he's working at a flower shop, and he gets fired. He goes home, and we start seeing more Peter Parker. Mary Jane's dead. Aunt May's dead. He literally has nobody. J. Jonah Jameson is actually in this. He's like in his mid-90s. He's completely fucking senile. And he shows up at Peter Parker's door one day, begging him to come back and be Spider-Man because the city needs Spider-Man. crazy. It's a huge difference. It's something we've never seen before. The writing is fantastic. It's very dark. The artwork is just so gorgeous. It's comic booky, but it's also very real. This is exactly what graphic novels are. It's an art piece. A story like this, 30 years without Spider-Man, he's an old man. What makes him put on the costume again? Who are the villains that are in this? Bring some of our old favorite classic villains in this. My personal favorite, Venom. He does it in such a great way. I think I've said as much as I can without ruining or spoiling anything for you guys. You seriously need to read this. Even if you're not the biggest Spider-Man fan or you're not that into comics yet, if you want to read something really great, this is a comic you need to dive into.
Big fan?
My final review of this book, it is a masterpiece. It's one of the coolest storylines.
You are amazing.
Maybe it could be a really cool animated movie. Years ago, David Fincher showed interest in doing a Spider-Man movie, and if he were to ever do a movie, it would be this one. Get out right now and go and read this book. It is amazing. Please remember to like and subscribe and share and tell your friends and leave me comments. I want to know what you guys think.
Save my baby, please!
Pass.
All right, that's it for me, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Nerdgasm.
Down!